Are you ready?
Yep.
All right. Sebastian was excited to come in after Cars and Coffee and work on the S2000. We dropped the bumper off at Superior to have it repainted. It is the original bumper, so we did keep the original VIN. We just wanted it repainted and color matching to the rest of the car. These are the newer headlights. We're going to transfer everything over. If you've never seen your headlights in pieces, I'll give you a quick glance around it so you can see what's going on. This is your HID bulb behind here. There's a whole bunch of warnings why you shouldn't be in there, and they also use a tamper-proof screw, which is like a Torx head, but it has the little post in the middle, basically to stop you going in there. Well, they sell tools so you can get in there. This is the ballast. This is the expensive part. Be careful with all of it. This bulb is your high beam. This, I believe, is your running light, which is that one, and then the big one right here is the signal. So whatever bulbs are not out of it, we'll take out. We're gonna get Sebastian to start taking this apart. So first off, take that bulb out. That's just a half twist and it comes out. You're gonna twist it counterclockwise. There you go.
There it goes.
Once you know the force it takes, it's not too bad. We typically change these to LEDs so they look a little newer. They come factory yellow, but when you change that to LED, this light right here just looks a little bit more modern. We might do that with this car. Then we're gonna take this off right here. If you want to use the Phillips screwdriver, just those 3 screws there. I'll move this one out of the way, and then we'll do the same to the other one once this one's done. You typically like to do one light at a time. The element has gone on that, so you know what? I think I have some LED bulbs. But anyway, this isn't usually that tight. Do that by hand, like, just goes into plastic. So this, if you look, open and lock. So just pay attention to which way it comes off. These are stiff, so they only turn that much. There's our bulb. Just like a conventional bulb, you got the spring clips to hold it on. Now be careful not to touch the bulb. And what I usually do is hold the bulb aside, and then you can get the grounding cable right here. Just rock it back and forth. There you go. And then we're going to feed this bulb through and pull the wire through. There we go. So we'll put that with our ballast. And this over here, super easy. Take this rubber boot loose. Same thing, got another clip. There's a high beam halogen. This used to be a really good bulb back in the day. Now people don't use these. These are like ancient. In fact, these are ancient. HIDs are ancient bulbs I'm going to use. These are 192s. They're only designed to work one way. Some will work both ways, but typically you put them in one way, they work. You spin them around and they don't work. Okay, so go over to our car. We're going to plug it into the harness, which is that one, and test it before you put the whole thing together. All right, you want to turn it on? Just one click. Yep, perfect. All right, that's the right way around. This is our second headlight. Let me give you this, Sebastian. You can go ahead. These are stiff, honey. I don't know if that one's good or not, but go ahead and grab one of those and put that in there and go test it for me. Make sure it's the right way around.
Okay.
So, Sebastian, you got a 50-50 shot.
50.
How confident are you?
50%.
50% confident. You got a 50% chance of getting it right, and you're a 50-50 if it's right. Ready? Look at that.
Look at that.
We should play the lotto today. That's 2 for 2. It's only 600 million. I want to wait while it gets up a little bit before I play it. Do you want to go ahead and open all this? And we did label it. We did a good job at labeling it. So left headlight, right headlight. I'm going to find the little piece that goes across here. I think it's in the trunk. Yep. So L will be left hand, I guess, headlight. Yeah. We did this. I think this car's been sitting for 2 weeks. So I'm trying to remember what we did. That's why I never like to take cars apart and leave them a long time. So this is what the bumper clips into, is these. And the headlight is mounted. One of the bolts is here. One of the bolts go through here, and then 2 up there. All right, our headlight is in. Sebastian's gonna go ahead and switch it onto the first click, and hopefully this one should come on.
Ready?
Yep. Yep, and then the next one. HID should come on. Is it all the way on?
It'll be on.
That's not good. It's not going on. Well, that's weird. Switch it on again. Well, that's not good. That's not working. We're going to test this side. I never did test them before we took them apart. Go 1 click.
1 click.
Yeah, then 2 clicks should be this one. All right, so HID works and side marker works. So maybe the other one is bad. Sebastian might have diagnosed the problem.
You didn't plug it in all the way. You didn't plug it in all the way.
Can you make it sound more complicated than that?
Well, you did not. The metal terminals didn't touch the metal, so the metal didn't react with other metal.
So it wasn't my fault, it was the metal.
Yeah, it's the metal.
Okay, good answer. All right, don't look right at it. Ready?
Yeah. Perfect.
Look at that. And I was doubting the Honda 20-year-old engineering, and it's not. It's the metal not touching the metal. Good job, buddy. You got the headlight out too. These are a little bit finicky. This one back in. This one. Do you remember how he came out? Or are you just gonna like fiddle around? Because it is a bit of a fiddle to get them in. All right. Wow, look at that. You want to do the high beam? Pull the stick backwards. Yep. You want to hit the hazard buttons? Make sure that has a button, sorry. Look at that, everything works. Amazing how well things work when they're supposed to. Nice. Beautiful. Look how much better those headlights look. So imagine when this paint is polished and we repolish the headlights, this thing's gonna look like $1,000. Not $1 million, $1,000. All right, we have the bumper. You need to put some of this hardware back in it. This is always important, like I mentioned earlier. Make sure you label all your parts, because if you put it back together days, weeks, months later for you guys doing big builds, it will help refresh your memory of how it goes back together. So these are for the bumper. Should be another one of those. Hopefully, maybe there wasn't. We need 2 of those. Those brackets have to go in. Yeah, there should be 2 of those. Oh, there it is. They're the ones that go upwards. These, we need the black bar to go across the top. I'm gonna go look at that bar. I think it was in pretty rough shape, which if it is, I have some new ones, which I think of this car will make all the difference. And these are the clips and bolts underneath. That's the screws for the lip, which we're gonna put some aluminum on it later, but let's put this together. Tell you what, Sebastian, do you wanna put these on, keep these together? These brackets here, you gotta kind of just look and see which way they go on. They are gonna go that way, they'll line up with there. So this goes on like a certain way. I think it goes that way. Yeah, take that bolt out and put them from the back side. You see this here? It goes through that slot there, and this lines up with that little piece there, and then it goes kind of like that. You see that?
Yep.
But snug that, don't go crazy with that, just kind of snug it because it is going into plastic, but it goes from the back side. I'm gonna go get the new bar. There's a bar that goes across here. I've got a really nice one to put on. This isn't really bad, but the paint is dingy and it's got a little bit of surface rust around here. So like I mentioned, I have some new ones of these and some bolts powder coated. This seal is still in good shape. I'm gonna save it, but I'm gonna put a new one on our car just so I can kind of show you, because we sell it in the store and it does make a difference for you guys that are kind of refinishing your cars and trying to make them as nice as you can. Or if you've had paint work, it's always nice to assemble it with new parts. Well, I'll show you that. All right, so this here is a new piece from Honda. There is the part number. We don't sell it in the store. We're thinking about it. We have some, but we're not selling it in the store right now. This we do sell in the store. This is a brand new seal that goes on that. And there's some bolts that I had powder coated, which we don't sell in the store either, but we might. Those rubbers go on the bolts. There should be 5 of each. So this thing here, right from Honda, look how nice it looks. It's beautiful. This seal, it's been in the bag, so it doesn't know it needs to be in that shape. As you see, it's kind of straight. This is curved. This is going to fit in here. And if you look on there, Sebastian, see that little, where you lift it back?
Yeah.
It kind of fits in.
Oh, I see.
There. And like I said, this is brand new, so it's not in that shape. Now these little flat tabs, you see the holes? You gotta make sure those holes line up. You see this right here?
Yeah.
So slide it along there like an oval hole. This one is round. You just gotta line it up and then clip it in, but this clips all the way in there. If you wanna do that, these are together, the rubber seal goes back on there. I'll go get the other 8mm I need. All right, that little rubber guy goes there. It just tucks in. Once it's been on there for a while, those wrinkles will go away because it kind of train it to go there. Look how nice that looks. The H will have to be glued on. The lip we'll put on when it's up in the air, but look how much better that looks, guys. It's beautiful. Once the rest of the car is polished, it will really come together, but look how nice the bumper is. Beautiful. So Bastian wanted to see his future car again. You do the neutral, Michael? Oh, no. Battery's dead. Yeah, hold on.
Well,
let me double check the terminal. I think the battery's totally dead. We need to put this on trickle charge. It's 5 years old, this battery. This battery's coming up to 6 years old. So it's completely dead. It's not the strap. We need to charge this battery, but before you drive it, one of our good customers out of Hawaii bought you a battery, just in case you didn't know. He did.
What?
And he says, put this in Sebastian's car, and I never forgot. But I didn't put it in right now because I knew the car was going to sit.
Yeah, it'll just kind of sit there.
Yeah, it's going to be dead. So we're going to put the battery in.
It'll just sit here and look pretty. That's what we'll do.
Yeah, well, once you and I start working on this, hopefully next summer,
Yeah.
we're going to have to take care of the paint, this, put tires on it 'cause it's got slicks on it right now. We're going to adjust. Yeah, it says our friend Chet wants you to take this to the road course, and I'm like, he doesn't even have his permit.
I'm like, I can't race.
Slow down. Slow down, Chet. Got to put our gas cap on now. The bumper is color matched to it, so there is witness marks there, which means to line the washer up with that area as much as you can, and then test it. Test it multiple times. Make sure the gas cap fits flush with this. On the Hondas, the fit absolutely perfect. So if it's raised in any way, you can adjust it, either angle it this way or pull it in and out. If it's high here, you can adjust it on that back. I'm not going to put the H on until it's polished. That way the buffer isn't going to catch this or lay wax in this. It'll make it just a nicer finish. But this fits pretty tight on here. The one tab broke here. This is the alignment holes right here, the larger of the two. It's the size of that. It fits on there pretty tight. What I would do is, there is a couple of ways you can do this. This fits on there fairly tight. You can use 3M tape around this H. However, it leaves a raised edge, and you see the tape all the way around here. What I would do is use a little bit of Honda Bond, put it on these wide areas there, a little blob each side and a little bit on the pin, and glue it on there. That way you don't have an edge on your tape. It looks nice and clean. Not going to do that yet because it has to be polished. And of course the engine bay, we still have to do a little bit of work in there, and then wash the engine bay, put the cowl on, put the wipers. It's little bits and pieces. Esther brought me a banana. I left it on my desk for 5 seconds and his ants crawling on it. Ugh. I guess that's going out to Limpy. We have the S2000 on the lift. We're going to put the lip on here in a minute. You see how much better that looks. Well, one update I wanted to share with you. I did get a hold of Mita, and the seat foams are in production to a point where I've ordered a few sets. One set is going to be for this car. Let me turn off the beep, 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 beep for those guys that are annoyed by it. I'm not, because it's the Honda H beep. We're going to replace both on this one and show you how to do it. The leather is actually in really good shape, but we're going to refurbish the leather and re-dye the fabric and then condition it to make it look nicer. and then we're going to keep the foams in stock. So if you bring your car to us, if we're building your car, now I'm not offering this, I'm not going to ship them to you ready to go, and I'm not going to have you ship seats. I'm not doing that. I'm going to work on your car if you bring it here. We will take your seat out, take the covers off properly, replace the foams, put the proper clips in here. We have the proper tool to put those clips in, so this fits here. You've all seen those seat covers that you pull on and they kind of look like a bag. This kind of sits across here like a hammock. I hate that. I absolutely hate it. I've had companies offer us seat covers and I don't like that bag look. Proper seat covers actually attach in here and hold this tight. We're also going to be doing new seat covers for our own S2000, the 2008. I've ordered those from Mita. They are the jersey fabric with the Alcantara and red stitching. I'm so excited to do those. That is on our personal S2000. This is the flip car, but we're going to show you too that, like, this is metal right here. When you sit in that, you can feel that in your butt. The foam is going to be nice and tight and holding that. I'll show you that as we go. But today, we're going to put the new lip on. We're going to put the cowl and the new seal on here, which we showed you last time. See, it's got the new filter sitting there ready to go. And then we are going to refinish the exhaust, which is something makes a big difference. Popular belief, it doesn't go fast when you take this off. However, this does weigh as much as the average S2000 driver. We're going to go ahead and clean this first, clean this. I know it's overkill, but we're going to clean these, make them just look nice. Just so when you buy it, you go back to the video and you go, do you even clean those? Or you show your buddy and go, look, do you even clean those? It's discontinued.
Tariff.
You have a freaking tariff.
Yep.
I'm not paying it. You guys rub me all the time with a tariff crap.
5908.
Where's it from? Remember the cowl I did a few episodes ago? Well, this is the seal we sell it in the store. If you're doing anything with your cowl, these clips almost always break. If you buy the new seal that we have in the store, it comes with new clips and the rubber is nice and fresh, so it's going to give it a really nice clean look. Look how good that looks. So this is done with the SEM like I showed you in the past episode. When this goes on, we're going to refinish the wipers too. This will really finish that area off. Pretty common for the exhaust tips to get scratched up. You see right here, I'm cleaning this up. I'm using some wet and dry sandpaper. I'm going to take most of those scratches out, then we can repolish that. So do the cowl, it's best if you put it from this side of the hood and push it inwards, because you've got this tail sticking out here. And then, you know, look closely in there, you see those pins? They're going to snap in right there. Be careful that you don't bend them crooked, because you will break them off. Those pins go through the plastic and into the metal. You see that? Couldn't be easier. Look how much better that looks. That was mint. Some nice wiper blades to go on the S2000. Good price too. Very good price. Slowly working on these exhaust tips. You see how much that black builds up in there. Well, as you see, I'm using paint stripper, which rips that black a little bit, but it helps get that out of there so I can polish it. So this car is just getting better and better. Just small things add up, like I keep telling you guys. Hopefully you guys will get tips from this. and you've just bought an S2000 and you're following this series, it's giving you ideas. That's what I wanted to do. And of course, if you're interested in buying this car, it is going to be for sale at the end. But right now, that's the end of this episode. Next episode is going to be tomorrow, and it should be the brakes. The Cowl looks so much better. It literally looks like a brand new Cowl with that finish. I don't like painted Cowls, but when it has the SEM, it looks like fresh plastic. Same as we did on the CRX 4 years ago. I'll show you that here in a second, how it's holding up. The wipers too, look how nice they look. New blades, that's going to make all the difference. Most people don't drive their S2000 in the rain, but if you do, it's nice to have wipers that actually work. So the CRX, this is the same die right here. The SEM, we did this, the molding along here, and this is all 33 years old, actually 35 years old, and we did this 5 years ago, and it still holds up absolutely perfect. That makes all the difference. That exhaust with a nice black ceramic mufflers, polished tips, and ceramic on the inside of the tips. That looks so good. It's so reminiscent of the brand new S2000s. I remember when these cars came out. I remember in 1999, a friend of mine bought one of these. And of course you can't forget the lip. Now that is on with the seal, look how good that looks. It wasn't sponsored, so I'm not going to give those guys press. But thanks for watching. Hit the subscribe, hit the share, hit the like. Drop a comment below. Let us know what you're liking, what you want to see. Next episode, more than likely going to be the brakes, but you'll have to see that's on episode 7. Thanks for watching. We'll see you tomorrow.